About 1 hour south from Abilene is where you'll find the small town of Ballinger, home of the Olde Park Hotel.
It all started back in 1886. The town was being founded because the railroads were emerging, the Santa Fe, the Gulf, and the Colorado. They first went to Reynolds City because they were already established as a county seat, so they thought they would give them the option of being the county seat first. But Reynolds County did not respond quick enough, and they decided upon Ballinger because it had the Colorado River, and they responded before Reynolds City became, came out in the open. So Reynolds City eventually died, and all the people moved and packed their bags and put their houses in the back of wagons, and they moved straight to Ballinger. They bought over half the lots that day, and it was one big foul swoop that the town was founded almost overnight. So it happened very fast, and it happened with great intensity.
During its history, the town would be associated with notorious outlaws such as the Newton Boys, John Wesley Harding, Emmanuel Clemens.
And he had moved down here after his run-in with the law. He had killed 2 men during a cattle movement. And eventually he became an outlaw as a result of that. Well, he moved to Ballinger a few years later thinking, oh, they probably forgot about me. And he ran for office, for mayor. And the thing is crazy because, and then some people are telling me that it wasn't the mayor, that he ran for sheriff. So that's something I want to look up. But I think Dan told me he ran for sheriff. Originally, I thought it was the mayor. But when he ran for sheriff, he didn't win. He lost horribly. And he was standing in the Senate saloon, which we think is next door to us because we did some research on that. And he was standing having a drink, turned around and sees Sheriff Warmwalt and Sheriff Townsend, the Deputy Sheriff Townsend, walk in. And Sheriff Townsend pulls his gun because he notices that's Manny Clemens. They figured out that he was an outlaw and what he had done at this point. And as Manny Clemens turned around, he was shot right in the eyeball as he pulled out his gun to fire back. So he died right there on the counter in front of the Senate saloon.
Later, Sheriff Townsend would be ambushed while riding home on horseback. The sheriff survived, but his arm had to be amputated. Many believe it was his ranch hand and notorious outlaw, James Deacon Miller, who was behind the ambush.
One of them was a guy named James Miller. James Miller had a lot of background. He was a Texas Ranger at one point. He had some foundations in the law. So he had this double personality as well, where he would dress up and he didn't smoke or drink. And he went to church and he was considered a deacon there, a very prominent member of the church. But when he left, his other life was murder, killing, and assassinations. He killed so many people that they lost track. He probably killed in about between 45 to 50 people at least, starting with the murder of his own grandparents with a double-barrel shotgun when he was only 8 years old. They had no way of proving it, and he always got off on a technicality because of his background as a lawyer and his background as a Texas Ranger. So eventually, he did get loose and proceeded to run off because the city was tired of him. Ended up being chased all the way to Ada, Oklahoma. And they chased him to a barn area where 2 or 3 of the men next to him were being hanged one at a time upon a barrel. And then when they got to Jim Miller, he was so ruthless and so prideful that he kicked the barrel out from underneath his own body and said, "Let her rip." And that's the way he ended. And also, Bonnie and Clyde at a later time in the 20s. As they came through, Bonnie was only born and raised 8 miles from here in Rowena, Texas. So she has roots here. Eventually, of course, she moved to Dallas and met Clyde. But they came through this area quite a bit. At one point, we even had a man that we met who used to work here. He was in his 70s at the time we met him. And he said that when he was a young boy, he stepped outside and saw Bonnie and Clyde pull up in one of their MO vehicles, and it was all bullet-ridden. And he saw them get out, and they shook his hand. And they were local celebrities because it was kind of like a Robin Hood thing. They thought they were robbing from the rich and giving to the poor, but really it didn't turn out like that. They became more ruthless and more bloodthirsty, which eventually led to their capture and killing in Louisiana. And then the last one, of course, Clyde. Clyde really wasn't in this area much, and we don't really get an inclination that Clyde was here much. But we do hear whispers of Bonnie. So those 5 major outlaws were real ruthless in this area between 1886 and the early 1920s. In between that time, there were 2 prominent families that we really highlight here. One is the Sechrest family. They moved here between 1890 and 1910 and established themselves in the area. And they leased the building as the Sechrest Hotel from a man named George Seidel. Eventually, we think as the father passed on, that's Washington Hampton Sechrest, who moved down here from Nebraska. He was the son of a Confederate soldier and a ranger who actually captured Santa Ana and brought him down. But when the son moved down with his big family, they picked this building to move into, the George Seidel building. We called this room that we're sitting in the Sechrest sitting room to honor that family who lived here and their history. We keep their lineage and their pictures up on the wall in the museum. And then the other family was the Keel family, K-E-E-L, John Henry Keel and Mrs. Keel, Virginia. They had moved here in 1922, we believe. The previous owner, Jeanette, was their great-granddaughter, so she was able to tell us all this information and leave her scrapbooks. But they moved here in the 20s, and the reason why we know this place was a brothel at least twice is because when they moved in, the great-grandfather, John Henry, had been asked when the men came in, where are the girls? And they just assumed that he would be continuing the brothel. We believe and have evidence to believe that it was a schoolhouse briefly, and a man named Mr. Weeks, who was a school teacher, owned the building. So it kind of all sticks together. That may be why we hear the constant chattering of children upstairs and babies and things like that. Yeah, it would probably take weeks if we went over everything, but just some of the basic things that we get a lot, which is very unique, because when you go into a paranormal place, you think, oh, I'll be lucky if I get a picture or an EVP, but around here, we've had people get apparition sightings. They've had pictures of the apparition sightings. We've had pictures of ghosts, like real pictures of ghosts. We've had EVPs, we get touched, we get scratched. 2 or 3 people have been briefly possessed, pushed down the stairs. We get direct evidence of movement and things being moved around, like our doll Jenny. And a lot of the times we can't find things we know we just laid down, and then it disappears into the abyss until 2 weeks later. We hear boot steps. We hear women gaggling and walking in groups. We hear children playing. We see children playing and sticking their heads out. We've had so many pictures of heads being popped out of rooms, and we've taken a picture and we're like, why is that head popping out of the room? Was anybody there? No. So we get doors being rattled at night, and we get what feels like a body being dropped upstairs. Now, we do have reason to believe that someone was pushed down the stairs and killed, because at the top of the stairs we have a lot of activity, almost like an old man throwing a fit. Every time we walk away on the camera, we hear this man. And a psychic did tell us at one point that she believes a woman was pushed down the top of the stairs, or that a man was pushed down the top of the stairs by a woman. So we don't really have the story yet, but we do feel that someone was pushed down. It was only last February, or the February before that, I was standing up at the top of the stairs with Dan, and he and I were the only ones in the building. I'm standing there talking to them about 2-3 feet away from them, and all of a sudden I felt my body being pushed back real slow, and I came straight back onto my heels, and I felt like I said, I'm gonna die. And I started to go head first down the stairs, and Dan reached out and grabbed my shirt before I was able to tumble down. It was an eye-opening experience, because I literally felt like my body was being pushed up on the heels. and being thrown back. It wasn't a normal rocking back. It was like pushing back. So that was very scary because I saw my life flash before my eyes. And then later I find out that there may have been a story behind that, which we're going to look into.
Is there anyone in there who wants to speak with us?
Oh my God! Things going up. The motion ball, the cat ball. As soon as he said that,
Can you move the motion ball in here? Is there anyone in there who wants to speak with us?
Oh my God! Things going up.
Unless it's this one. Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
What's this?
Off again? Dan and Connie think that there's a portal that opens up down there. Is anybody here not from here and that happens to be the case? Is that true? Those are really light footsteps too.
Dude, that was freaking clear on that.
Well, I could clearly hear those, but they weren't like heavy feet.
Should we open that door and see if somebody's
No, we should just stay put. I think
Music
things
box.
are getting comfy. We don't want to like go chasing every time.
Yeah,
something
no,
happens.
we're not chasing you. We're not ghost chasers. We're communicators, so come in here and talk to us.
Those are really light. Dude, that was freaking clear on that.
Well, I could clearly hear those, but they weren't like heavy feet.
Should we open that door and see if somebody's walking?
Music box. Yeah, no, we're not chasing you. We're not ghost chasers. We're communicators, so come in here and talk to us.
Throughout this video, keep an eye out for these orbs. They are believed to be balls of energy produced by spirits. Alright, this EVP session in the Olde Park. It's just me and Kellen. The room with the wheelchair used to be.
The old wheelchair room. Do you like the remodel of this room? Oh, sorry, we're trying to talk to any spirits that are here. Would like to ask you, do you like the remodel of this room, or did you like it the way it was?
Are there any outlaws here? Moving my camera. Or any former owners? Seacrest or... Is it the Keel family?
Yeah, the Keel and the Seacrest. Yeah, this was a family home for a while, so are any of those people still here? Is the woman in the white dress a Seacrest?
EVP session in the Olde Park. It's just me and Kelly. The room at the wheelchair used to be. Or any former owners, Seacrest or just the Keel family?
Yeah, the Keel and the Seacrest. Yeah, this was a family home for a while, so are any of those people still here?
We did not hear this EVP in real time. Interestingly, the EVP was also picked up on the microphones placed in the hallways, meaning the EVP could have come from anywhere from the first floor.
Yeah, this was a family home for a while, so are any of those people still here?
Right here. Is our second EVP session. Are any of the Keel family here? Are any of the Keel family here? We have a device on this chair. If you come up and touch it, it makes those noises.
Can you touch that red light if you're a Seacrest? I know there's a man here, I've heard him. And seen him. Alright, we're in the red room. And I believe this is a brothel, right?
Good old Bobulus here.
Mammy? Paper?
Do you want money? Is that what you're asking for?
It's Mammy. It's M-A-M-M-Y.
Thank you. Church.
Church?
Do you need to go to church? That's a weird. That's
Y'all are
chat.
here?
Yeah, we're in the red room.
We thought we heard the stair creak, so we're just making sure. So we
Yeah.
actually came upstairs.
Yeah.
It's been quiet back there.
Yeah, it's been quiet downstairs too.
It almost feels
Within.
too calm. Does that make sense? Like
Yeah.
it's the
Yeah.
calm before a storm.
Right.
Hopefully.
Flat dives. Turn.
Do an EMF test over there just to make sure there's. Is that Manny?
I'm concerned to see my voice.
You did?
Yep.
Yeah, I thought I heard it too now.
It was quiet, but I heard it. I heard it with my own ear.
Like, man.
Yeah,
Manny.
it was 2 syllables for sure. I don't know what it said.
Did you hear something?
Yeah. I've been outside.
Kind of sounded like it was in here though.
Did you hear that high pitched noise? It was up there.
Last chance. Do you want to say something to us?
We got money. If that's what you're interested in. If will you talk to us for money? Does anyone have any dollars?
How many cash on me? Good.
Oh, I mean.
I don't carry cash. Do you take credit card?
Credit card swipe.
Even if we had like a quarter or something.
Credit card swipe.
Even if we had like a quarter or something.
Last chance. Do you want to say something to us?
Seems like the hall's kind of active. Never investigate the hall. Maybe we should just go sit out there.
Like I said, when I walked over there, the stair lights back there.
Oh, back there were on.
Oh, like
The motion lines.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, let's just go sit up there.
I saw that one. Where are you doing with my phone?
Oh,
Same screen.
we'll leave that there. Mammy, you can come touch that if you want.
Jack, okay.
Is your name Jack, the cowboy? So far, the names we've got tonight are Mammy, Jack, and Alice downstairs.
Chills, well, abort. Ahead. Moors? Maybe Mores? What's it say? I just gave a new word.
Hey, Norman Page. Norman Page, Mammy, Jack. Any of those names sound familiar?
80.
Are you 80 years old? Are you in the doorway?
80.
Are you 80 years old? Are you in the doorway?
We believe we just captured an EVP responding to the ovulus. Furthermore, if the clip is played in slow motion, you can see neither myself or Chad's lips move, confirming it wasn't us. Can you come touch this device that's in my hand?
I'm getting some cold air.
I know, me too. I was just gonna say something about that.
Yeah, it's right
I
here.
didn't
It's
expect
gotta
it
be
to cold.
right there because I'm sweating over here.
Yeah, it's like right. It was here.
Yeah, it's like right here now.
You in room 7? At the
Maybe
threshold
that's
you
what it
came
is
out
now.
of?
It's just, we can, I don't know.
Dude, I felt cold air on my hands.
I'm not feeling any coming from the door. Could just be coming from the air conditioner in that room.
I got a breeze on my hand from something. Put your hand right here, Chad.
I mean, I can feel it. Like it's coming past me and going this way. That's why I was like, maybe it's coming from, it's not. There's no air movement.
No.
Was it before or after? Is it the...
I don't recall.
That was big. Have y'all heard the scream?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Something moving shadowy right here on the right hand side.
We got EMF.
Do something big.
Big July used.
What is it?
Big July
I
used.
said do something big.
Are you down the hallway? You can see, like, there's a hard edge where the axe is. And then it gets wobbly, like,
Farmers. Fire hurt.
we know there's fire at the jail. Were you at the jail with the fire?
Southern 9.
What year was the fire? I tell you what, it does look like something keeps trying to cross that threshold where the axe is.
Doug Fresh.
What'd you dig fresh? Did you bury someone?
Legs hobble.
So you buried someone? Must have been an outlaw then, huh?
Is that a laugh?
I don't know. Did you hear a laugh?
I thought I heard a laugh. Like a,
Find that then. I don't know.
Witch Nana. Finger. Hurt.
Chad said you gotta hear a laugh.
That's Nama. When was it?
there's a hard edge where the axe is. And then it gets wobbly like farmers. Fire hurt.
Watch.
You watching us?
was fire at the jail. Were you at the jail with the fire?
It wasn't.
This is like at the beginning.
Yeah, because Kellen said something.
I said do something big.
I think it was right after you said do something big, and like there was a ha ha ha. Like it literally was ha ha ha. Just words, ha ha ha.
I felt like we flashed. I felt the breeze again. Far bar. It was right after the kids' rooms door calls.
Show us.
Because that's just a shadow. You're not casting a shadow. It looks like there was a different shadow on that wall over there.
Yeah, and it's very, very dark too. It's not like when I saw it, looking at, because I can see that piece of wall with the axe on it, and you can see a very hard line of that wall, and it looked like the hard line of the wall just kind of morphed a little bit and then came back around.
I'm not sure the eye or.
Drunk crayon ceiling.
I'm wondering if because there's red lights in that room, if something's in that room, it would cast a shadow out.
We should have seen it on the floor too if it was going to make it all the way out there though. Can you say your name?
We maybe just move that light so we're not casting shadows down there at all. Just to take out that contamination.
It's like I see your shadow.
Right?
No, I think we just saw that shadow movement again.
Yeah, I know. But if there's a curtain in there blowing around or something, check it out. Okay. So there's no room directly across for that shadow.
Exactly.
It was like on this wall where I saw it. There's nothing over here. This door's closed.
Yeah, that's not even. Oh wait, yeah, that's the Bonnie and Clyde room.
Oh, these are curtains though.
He's walking behind us.
Dude, I thought Ryan had gotten up.
I'm wondering if these curtains moving.
Is that the front door?
Had to have been Connie.
Well, I thought she went back to her room.
I never heard her.
Connie?
Connie!
Alright, I'm on that one then.
That wasn't her.
Guys, the only curtains are these ones right here, which could have been it.
Oh, somebody's moving behind us.
I totally just shut a door down here.
Just now, Brian?
What do you mean? Just now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounded like someone was coming up the stairs.
Really?
Yeah. What was that?
What?
There was like a flash of light.
My camera's facing that way. Did it look like it was like
It was like someone took a photo. What the hell? I had my camera pointing that way, so I got the chills. Is the motion light?
Was it that?
Maybe.
Was it turning off because I walked up the stairs?
I caught it like right at the corner of my eye, so I don't even know.
We were filming, right?
Yeah, I was looking that way.
Should review the footage on the next one.
Yeah. We're in the back room. On the second floor, it's just me and Kellen moving the Ovilus, putting the recorder down. Is there anybody here that wants to talk to us?
It's a radio outside. Car driving by.
I got the name David.
Heard Deacon likes this room. Does he still like it without the chair?
Oh, there's cars driving by.
Can Deacon come in here? Where's the infamous Deacon at? Are you even here? Show us why you're so infamous. No, some must burn.
We're back here.
Yeah, I got you. It's me coming in. As I got halfway down the hallway, whatever that flash is, it flashed behind me again. I didn't see it this time, but I saw the light on the walls change when it. Ooh. So something's flashing.
I think I need to review. I think I got it on my camera.
Okay, because that's 3 times now that we've had a flash. And it's none of us, because none of us are taking flash photography.
Yeah.
And none of us are in those spaces. And then when I was using the bathroom, I came out of the bathroom, walking through, something fell off. I don't know what it is, because it was pitch ass dark, but something fell off one of those cabinets in there. I heard it hit the floor.
From in the bathroom, you think?
In the actual bedroom itself, I was about to like open the door to walk out, and as I'm getting ready to grab it, I hear it go thunk behind me. So I didn't see anything, but I didn't pay a lot of attention to what the hell where the stuff was when I went in there. So
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you what it was, but I definitely heard it.
I'll be down in a second. Just setting up the shed.
Oh, for your sill.
That was the first thing before that. It didn't sound like radio booth. You got to come a little closer.
It says lamb. That's the second time I've gotten that word.
Lamb?
Yeah.
Is there anybody that would like to come forward and speak to us? Who's coming down the hallway?
someone in here that wants to say something?
Let it out. You ain't gonna hurt our feelings. Sound like I said, but I also talk at the same time. If you'd like to speak, just come right up to this. You can figure it out. There are plenty of people here that can help you figure it out too.
Says malevolent.
I'm sure you are.
Empath.
Sometimes I am, but mostly it's just I'm an asshole. What makes you so malevolent? Who's malevolent? So malevolent, you can't even answer a question? That was sarcasm, by the way.
Is Kellen out there?
It's gotta be him. I've seen that light flash 3 times now. You do my due diligence and shit.
Yeah.
Kellen? Kellen? Dude, okay.
Yeah, I've seen that flashing and just back up on.
100% I thought that was him.
There's somebody behind you. Dude.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's Kellen down there. How did he get down there so fast? Without making any squeakies? There's no way. Were you just down here? You seriously, you weren't down here? Dude. We thought it was you standing out here in the hallway with the flashlight. And then it was like, all right, I'll do the due diligence and just go check. And I went outside, like literally 20 seconds after we saw it. There's nothing there.
I was in the bathroom.
Yeah, we
Legit.
Camera on?
Yeah.
we thought someone was like taking photos.
We thought I thought it was like you with the flashlight literally standing right down here. It happened like 3 or 4 times. No, it was a flashlight that was right there, not like shining down the hallway.
Dude, we should go review that.
Dude.
I don't know if
Pretty sure I did come down here at one point, but I went that way using that. So I can go down here and probably like.
No, I was on top of that like literally 20 seconds. There's no way you got all the way down this hallway.
No, I was in the back.
There's no way you got down that hallway without me seeing you.
I don't think we had a camera pointed that way, but
He was in the bathroom.
So was that his light?
No, it wasn't his light.
I mean, I did come out of the bathroom. Maybe I shined it down.
No, it looked like that right there. Like you were standing right here with the flashlight, and like you would turn around and walk into the other room. Like it lit up this room, like you had just pointed into that room just like that, and like it came back out in the hallway, and then it went away. And he goes, "That's got to be Kellen." And I'm like, "I'll do the due diligence just make sure." Literally stuck my head out and was like, "Okay,
No one's
nobody
there."
here." So I walked all the way down there to make sure you weren't in one of these rooms, and you weren't there.
Yeah.
well, how long were you in the bathroom? Like a couple minutes?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it was like just a couple of
Like
seconds.
20 seconds. Like I was on that, man.
I seriously doubt you're in the bathroom for 20 seconds, and it just came out.
They got here, then all the way back there.
No.
Not that fast.
But even if you were going to move that fast, there's no way you did it without making one footstep.
No, these boots are loud too.
Yeah, we could
review that. We should totally review that.
I just don't know if I was pointing the camera at it or...
Dude.
Because I do have my flash.
Yeah, I could see the
It was
light.
that bright. It was that bright.
Yeah, I could see it on the floor.
Like, from where I was sitting here, I couldn't see a person. So, like, you'd have to take 2 big steps backwards. But I was sitting right here, and I could see that light just as strong as you're standing there.
I think I need to grab that camera that's downstairs and put it up here.
Dude, that was incredible.
Yeah.
Because that's not the first time we've all seen light at some point tonight.
Well, I mean, I saw it. I didn't say anything.
I figured it was him.
Yeah.
It was the 3rd time that we saw it. Was that a voice?
The high-pitched thing?
I thought I heard somebody say, like, hey,
Turn off that spirit box.
pop off the spirit box for a second.
Could have been just some shit going through that.
No, they were all back to back to back to back. And then finally he's like, that's gotta be
I want
Kelly.
to go see it.
Yeah, I'm at that camp. Let's go check it out.
Yeah.
That's too much. Not to. You're gonna still be back there though.
Yeah.
Dude, that light was legit. Like,
Yeah.
when you came out of the bathroom, my heart like dropped. I was like,
That wasn't you.
fuck? He goes, there's somebody behind you. I'm like, bullshit. There's no way.
Like, I really thought I saw someone in the hallway.
So did I. I mean,
On me. I don't think.
there's no way it was you.
No, the guy was in the hallway, whatever that figure was.
Because it was before you came out of the bathroom. He goes, there's somebody behind you. And then you open the door and your light from the bathroom comes flooding out.
Really?
Yeah. It's got to be. I've seen it like 3 times now. You might be dealing with it. Kellen? Kellen? No.
That proves it wasn't him.
Yeah. Because he had to go running past this. No, it didn't show the light though, but it proves it wasn't him.
Dude, okay.
Yeah, I've seen that flashing.
100% I thought that was him.
There's somebody behind you.
Bullshit.
It's like bullshit.
Okay.
That lit up the hallway like no joke. That flash.
How did you get down there so fast? Without
He hadn't
leaving?
been in the scene for like 5 minutes now.
There's no way. Were you just down there?
Yes, we definitively proved
You
that.
seriously you were down here?
Yeah, definitively proved it wasn't Kellen. 100% couldn't have been. Because had he shined a flashlight down that hallway, we would have seen it on the walls. For sure, we would have seen it on the walls. Like when he came up before he turned around and walked to go use the bathroom, we'd have seen it just like that, and we did not see that. But we saw that light, bright as day, man.
Yeah,
Like,
it was.
I was just sitting there going,
It's him. Yeah, he's in the freaking hallway. Holy.